ball going back there has
there's no back court like in
nothing
in NCAA lacrosse. They can go back and they can kick it back over, which is what the Canadian defenseman did.
Right.
It's just like the old version of field lacrosse played in the NCAA.
Okay. Canadian team initiating from that same spot again with number 3, Peyton Cormier. I think that's Cormier, or maybe Cormier. Some of the Canadian names of that French spelling that not exactly sure the pronunciation. USA is going to want to stay calm here, I think, and just try and play good defensive set and maybe get the next rebound. And they got to get the ball back over into their offensive end,
which they haven't done yet.
Yeah. Canadian team setting some picks there, and good one-handed shot there by number 10, Jake Roga. So right here, USA really needs this clear. They should take their time setting up, getting it to the right man. Looks like their long pole is going to run it over. Number 5, Samuel Latore.
Turnover again.
They stepped out of bounds. They're just having a hard time getting that ball over in their offensive end. It's not really happening from a lot of pressure either from Canada. I mean, they are, I would say, kind of riding, but they're not riding with force. It's more just been the decision making and passing of the USA team.
They've not made good decisions.
Yeah. Well, it all starts with the decision. I mean, you can try and execute passes, and sometimes they go amiss or whatever, but if you don't make the right choice in the very beginning of it, then it makes it a lot harder.
You put yourself in a pickle.
Yeah. So USA is going to get a chance to ride here on this clear themselves. Let's see if they can turn Canada back at least and make them come out the other side with it. You don't want to just give them an easy clear here. They've got 2 attackmen set up on the ball. Number 10, Jake Roga for Canada, has the ball. And let's see how they play this. Oh, they got the goalie up there setting the pick. That's an interesting way to set up a clear. And Roga just runs right out of his own defensive end. So got through that fairly easily. You can hear them talking about the offensive set there on the defense. They're in an open set, so nobody on the crease at the moment. Team USA is going to look to see how they move and be sliding from an adjacent man here. Here comes the pick. Oh, and he gets the goal.
Nice face dodge and excellent left-handed shot.
Yeah, it looked there like he let him just walk right in, but really he was taking away one side of his hand. But number 10, Jake Roga there, was able to get back to his strong hand before he had to shoot and able to beat the goalie.
There was a flag, so I have to see what penalty they call it if they have a personal foul or not.
So it would be wiped out if it's a non-personal, right?
Correct.
And okay. So they would just, if it's a personal, they're going to just restart this with Canada having the ball, and whoever is serving the penalty is going to have to get over there to the chair. But it looks like it was maybe a non-personal penalty.
It looks like they gave him a personal foul, a high hit.
Oh, so he's already sitting.
He's sitting.
Oh, I can't see his number, but USA has a player sitting in the box, penalty box, and there's going to be a man down face-off.
So they've called it as a part of the play, so it wasn't a late hit or anything. It's part of the play.
Okay.
The other thing is that for face-offs, it's not like the new NCAA. I think they're
trying to figure out whether they're letting that guy on the wing or not.
They're having the face-off like the NCAA with 3 against 2.
Yeah. So they're down there scrumming for it now. USA controls where the ball goes, but doesn't look like they're in the right spot. So Canada's going to win this face-off and be able to set up their extra man here.
They're bringing their face-off man off. They're bringing their last man on their extra man unit.
Well, they're now all even, so that penalty either already expired. Yeah, I mean, there's no one sitting in the penalty box anymore. So if the time was running on that, then during the face-off, they killed the penalty.
They actually did do the penalty time correct because it's not supposed to start until play goes back in.
That's number 7, Jason Knox, getting topside there and taking a shot, but he missed the goal. Oh, big ride there by Canada, but it was off of Canada. So U.S. keep the ball here. They need to just get some open guys, and there you go. Spread out the field here and find the open guy. Really, when you're clearing the ball, you should have an extra man to bring the ball over. Usually the goalie is not in the play for the opposing team, so you should have an extra guy. You got to just find the right man and have him carry over on that clear. So without the timer, too, for USA not to take their time to find the right guy to clear it is really not excusable here with the international rules. I mean,
correct. They should take their time to find the 2-on-1 to find the extra man to clear very easily.
Yeah. Well, let's see what they have here now. They're getting their first 6-on-6 offensive set. They're setting some picks behind the cage. There's a good check there, though, to get the ball on the ground. Somebody's missing a stick. That was number 8 carrying the ball, who had the stick checked out of his hands, Philip Barilla. Canada now getting their chance to clear. They're finding the open guy here. Looks like they might run over easily. Maybe not. It's still contested. Ball in the hands of Peyton Cormier, though. That's a pretty safe place. And he dodges all the way down to the goal. Just missing the bounce shot over the top. So USA now back on defense. They have enough guys back. It's 6-on-6 right here. A lot of space here. Oh, looks like he had some room to dodge inside, but he decided to shoot instead, just wide. That was number 14, Ben Foster. Number 4 for Canada. Looks like it's their ex-attackman is dodging from behind. He's not able to get in front of the cage. And USA on another clear. They have room and space. 13 running way downfield. That's a big kid there.
He didn't have numbers. He thought he did.
Yeah. I mean, going with the bull dodge, too, didn't bode so well in that case. The other guy fell over, and he ended up on top of him, and he still lost the ball. Oh, nifty move by number 3 to get out of trouble there for the U.S. team. That's Evan Moldorig. He's an attackman that may have been playing midi. No, it looks like he is an attackman. He's playing on the right side. All right, so it'd be nice to see this USA team get the ball around a little bit. Let everybody touch it in their stick.
Ball, nice feet inside, not handled.
Oh, big ground ball hit there. Ball's back down. Flag on the play. Oh, they stopped the play. It must have been on USA then. Yep, looks like it's Canada's ball. The player with the infraction ran right to the chair and is already sitting, so they already were able to start the time.
The start shouldn't start till the play gets put in whistle.
Now. Oh, okay, so now they wait for the whistle.
The plays start at 8 right now, but we're not certain if we're doing it correct.
Yeah, okay.
Because it starts at the later the player sitting in the box or the start of play.
Okay. So now with this 6-on-5, Canada is in a 3-3 set, able to get it to the right corner with a shot.
Off the inside pipe.
Number 5, Josh Dart. No, that's Daywick. Well, they're taking some outside shots here. Sitting in a 3-3. Now they've got a little bit off-centered umbrella look with their crease guy low. They're going to cut him behind. Their X-Man carries to the right corner. Gets it back. Gets the low-angle shot. I think he had room to score there, but he just missed. Ball's coming out to the left side with Peyton Corrier. It looks like go back to him.
Just released.
Oh, and he found the room that time. Number 4, Jack Boyden. He's their X guy. Came from behind. Looked like he was looking to feed up top, but nobody picked him up, so he walked around with a very low angle, still was able to put it past the keeper.
Excellent shot over the goalie's shoulder.
Yep. Goalie is number 19, Patrick Cuddy. I don't think that was really too much of the fault of the goalie. You're down a man, and you got a guy right on the doorstep. You know, you just try and see if you can stuff him, but so Canada takes a 3-0 lead now with 7 minutes left to play in this first quarter. USA.
Ground ball there by the U.S. player.
Yep, able to control the ground ball on the face-off and pick it up. So they'll set up into their offense now. Again, looks like they're pretty much an open set. Going to move the ball around here. They're cutting one to the crease. Getting some open space for that righty midi, dodging down. Takes a shot, and he scores.
Oh, nice shot.
Yeah. It looked like, wasn't sure if that was a shot at first, but as he got that angle, really good placement on that shot going high to low. It looked like he kind of just saw a little angle to hit that bottom corner and took that shot right-handed and stuck it in the bottom. That was number 8, Philip Barilla.
Nice shot. He shot, off stick side on the goalie, made it to make it tough on the goalie to potentially save the ball.
Yeah. Well, they needed that goal. This puts some better pressure in the game here, coming back, making a 3-1 game. You always need to break the ice and not let them get that 4th or 5th goal. Once you get to 4 or 5-0, it starts feeling like a lot more pressure.
Nice face-off by the Canadian there.
So Canada will set up their 6-on-6 offensive set. They're real spread out too, looking to get touches around the horn. Keeping it up top though now. Maybe they're going to go back to Cormier again. With him dodging from that top spot, that's a pretty good look for this team. I don't see 4 out there anymore to dodge from X. They got a flag on that. Did you see what you thought was a penalty there? I didn't really see much.
They're probably calling a bit of interference with the cutter.
Okay.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Number 5.
They're calling a slash. No. They're calling interference. It looked like a technical.
Okay.
Technical interference with the cutter. Technical.
Well, they need to look up. No, they're settling in. No, they're leaving it open.
Good check.
The new player there for Canada is number 6, Mitchell Taylor. He looks like he's playing that X attack spot for them now. Cormier keeps faking the pass to him. Finally gives it to him. Oh.
In the crease.
Good little quick stick there. He missed the goal but ran in the crease. Josh Dawick runs in the crease. So now the U.S. need to clear the ball with a man down, which in that case you don't have an advantage of an extra man. So you're going to have to run by a guy, which is what they did. And they got a good clear here that is not really a break. Probably better hold this ball and kill the penalty.
Looks like the penalty's up. No one's in the penalty box anymore. It's a 30-second penalty.
Yep. They still only have 5 on the offensive side. Oh, there's the 6th guy now. All right. So now we're back to all even. We'll see what the U.S. can do here. Get a dodge from up top with 13. Oh, he just passed it to the goalie. Once you get that kind of dodge, it's a lot better to just get the ball to one of your teammates and let him look for a better shot or better scoring opportunity. A little hidden ball trick here. Oh.
Ground ball for the U.S.
Yep.
Hopefully they don't need any more turnovers like that last one. That's when you shoot high stick side.
Yeah. That's a turnover.
Making the goalie move, that's just a turnover.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Oh, and he got the goal there again.
Good little transition goal by the U.S. there.
Yeah, it's a good thing he scored on that. He had open players underneath, and right now I don't think that, in my opinion, that the USA team is really moving the ball enough. but he was able to put that underneath the goalie. Nice goal there by who's that, number 16?
Evan Mitchell.
No, it's Cyan Collins. So, good shot underneath by Collins. Gets this game now. It's 3-2. I don't think they updated the scoreboard on the field yet, but we do have it here, 3-2. Canada comes up with this face-off. Now they just got to control the ball. A little bit of pressure by the U.S. Nope, but they deflate the pressure, just like you need to do in international rules. No time on the clock, so you can get the ball back to your goalie and now find the right guy to clear it.
You can be as patient as you want to be.
Yeah, they're good at cutting back to the ball here on those clears too. That's a technique you don't see a lot in the USA game just because of the clock. Keep sending guys cutting back to the goalie like that. So Canada's setting up their 6-on-6 offensive set here. Let's see if they go back to Cormier or they've got their new ex-attackman in there, Michael Taylor. See if he can drive this offense for them. They haven't done a lot of picking yet. Canadian style is known for a lot of those picks. Oh, sort of a fake pick there. And then number 8, Jonathan, is that Pershos?
Pesco looks like Pesco.
Pesco.
That was a very he tricked the United States defender on that when he starts coming out.
Yeah, let's look at that replay.
In his right hand, and there should be no way that should happen. The defenders got a little lazy.
That looked like as if it was a fake pick. There was no pick there. It was just the communication of the two defenders as if who was going to take him when he kept running. That's one thing that the USA team really needs to be good throughout this entire series, the Brogden Cup, is the communication on ball and on picks.
Another turnover by the U.S. That's their second violation on faceoffs to give the ball to the Canadians.
Is that their second one already?
Second one already.
Oh, man. You don't want to dig a hole there. Do they have the same thing as a penalty after 3 or no?
They don't have a penalty after 3 in international.
But you're losing the face. And he sticks that one now.
They score with 1 second to go in the quarter, and as time runs out.
Yep.
And they fall behind by 3.
So as time runs out, Cormier is able to get another one. I know that's 2 for him. Is that a hat trick? I think our stats personnel or people here will give us that update here at this corner, whether or not he has 3 or not. But out of the 5 goals, he has at least 2. So we're wrapping up this quarter. They're going to have, doesn't say on the clock yet how long it's going to be, but the USA team's going to need to use this kind of as a timeout, regroup, I think. Craig Whipple, Andrew Whipple, they've been doing this a long time. They've been here 3 or 4 times now. They're seasoned in playing international play. I think they're seeing what's happened on the field, so they'll have a few words for their team and hopefully come out strong next quarter. So we're going to go to commercial now, and we'll be back with the second quarter of the Brogden Cup 2018.
Getting ready for the start of the second quarter. The United States needs to start playing better fundamental lacrosse if they're going to get back in this contest.
Yep, so we did get our stats through the quarter here. That was the second goal for Cormier. So he'll be searching for that third one to get that hat trick, but hopefully the USA will control the ball a bit better and maybe have a game plan to keep it out of his stick. USA starting out with the ball here. They're going to get a chance to show their next offensive set.
Unforced error by the boys from Rochester.
Well, that's been hurting them. You know, sometimes teams start throwing the ball away and they need to get it out of their system, and then they can really come alive. Oh, Canada's going to do them a favor and give it back. So right now we have Collins and Barillo with the 2 goals for Rochester USA team. Let's see if maybe they need to go back to those guys again. All comes down number 8 on the wing. Good play there. They got him drawn out now. They got to just keep Marlboro. Oh, great dodge and shot.
Beautiful play from behind.
Yep, number 9, Alexander Rainier. That play started with some at least enough of a dodge to draw the slide. They got the ball out of their stick, where once you start dodging from that, you're going to have open men. But he saw his own opportunity and was able to get that shot running away from the goal, shooting backwards.
The players moved the ball and also moved their bodies to give him some space to dodge.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Someone cut through there and gave him enough space and room. That defender really needs to just kind of lift on his hands to try not to let him shoot. But when guys are good at that shot back at the goal, it's tough to stop. So we're going to face off here with the score 5-3. Ontario leading, and U.S. gets another possession here. So, again, it would be smart for them to maybe settle the ball down and get a really good 6-on-6 here and control a little bit of the time of play. Looks like they're setting up. They're calling for an ISO. They had one guy in the crease. They like this matchup. Number 13 for Maryland is Casey Kelly. Now he draws a slide, but now it's just one guy on him. Good long dodges here. Oh, decides not to shoot. He's getting all the way in. Oh, nice bounce shot.
Another unassisted goal by the boys from Rochester.
That's Cyan Collins able to get another goal here.
His second one.
Second one. It came off of a big dodge from Kelly over the top, who then drew the slide, but then moved the ball behind, get another big long dodge from behind. The pass goes up top on the wing where it looked like he had time and room to shoot, and he just decided to continue his dodge, get all the way to the cage, and put it underneath the goalie.
Now, in the Canadian indoor box lacrosse, that would be an assisted goal, but in American field lacrosse, it's an unassisted goal since he had to dodge.
Oh, okay. That's something good to know. Well, let's see if U.S. controls another face. They had it. Nope. Were they looking for the timeout? Yeah, they got it. So Coach Whipple smartly makes a timeout there as they had enough control, but number 4, Brady Hope, had 3 or 4 guys around him, and Coach Whipple, on his toes, called a quick timeout so they could keep the ball here. There's 16 minutes left in this second quarter. They're only down by 1, so I would say that's a good use of one of your timeouts.
Well, looking at how the game's gone, Canada was up, or in Ontario, Canada was up 5-2 at the end of the first quarter. And they won 6 of the first 8 faceoffs, and the U.S. has won all 3 faceoffs in the second quarter, and they pulled within 1 down.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like we said, the Whipple brothers here, seasoned coaches for the National Lacrosse Classic. They've been involved with Rochester, I think, since the existence. They've had the most showings here as a team with Rochester and coaches. And they have won it here at least 2 times before out of, I think this is their 4th showing. So I think they've been here 3 times. They've won it twice, lost it once, and now looking to improve on that. Right now, overall in the Brogden Cup, I believe that Canada is up by 1 game. So if Rochester could pull this out this year, that would, it would bring it back to all even between the two countries. Good dodge from behind. He now has an open man up. Pass goes a little high. See if Casey Kelly can keep it in bounds. Oh, he gets hit on the sideline. Was that a fair hit? They're talking it over.
Yep, he caught it.
Yep.
Ball out of bounds. Canada.
Looks
Canada
like a fair hit.
Area ball.
Yep. So a little bit of an errant pass there. He did a great job dodging. Right now they're getting a good ride going. They have several guys around the ball. If they can try to get on the ground. Now they got to get in. Nope. Canada only has 5 guys over there, so they're okay. Yep. Now it's 6-on-6. They're looking to get everybody a touch, moving the ball around the horn, which is smart when you got a 1-goal lead and you want to get your rhythm going again for your offense. They're going to dodge from this wing, little cut through. Looked like he was going to set up a pick, but just kept cutting all the way through. Ball's on the ground. Canada comes up with it. They have some space. Walks all the way in.
Unassisted goal.
Yep. That's Josh DeWick. I hope I'm saying that right for his parents' sake. Josh DeWick. And I believe he scored earlier too, right? Or maybe he had an assist.
Nice shot. However, the goalie should be a little bit more over that when the offensive player drops his stick, the goalie's got to anticipate that ball being low a little bit better than that.
All right, so face-off now with Ontario taking the 2-goal lead. There's plenty of time left in this game. It's lacrosse being a game of momentum and runs. You want to take advantage when you're on a run, and you want to kind of stop the other team and deflate them a bit if they are the ones on a run. USA is going to get a chance to do that now, but they're going to have to clear the ball. Let's see if they learned something from the first quarter. Yep, good
nice
passes out.
Pass.
Casey's going to carry the ball here. This is Casey Kelly, number 13. They like having the ball in his stick. He's a big, strong athlete, plays football as well. He is related to Jim Kelly, the all-star quarterback or Pro Bowl quarterback.
Ooh, off the pipe. Nice ground ball movement by the Ontario team.
Yeah, this is a break. Oh, errant pass. Goalie aware. Picks it up. Now it's going back and forth. Oh, big hit after the pass, and it's called.
You got a flag.
It is called. Let's see what U.S. does with this, because they can control the ball. And so right now, U.S. can pull it out of the box and restart right away.
He's blown the whistle because the player's.
Oh, he's injured.
He's concerned about his safety.
Yep. Yeah.
He's rolling around in severe pain.
Yeah, you can't restart when players are hurt or down. It's one of the things that the international game has in it that I was very aware of when I was coaching the Maryland team in the Brogden Cup in 2010, was that when there is a penalty and as soon as the referee blows the whistle and the player's running off the field, if you can get the ball outside the box and start right away, you might have other guys out of position as well and maybe be able to capitalize on that. But you really don't want to force anything in that situation just because you're going to get the advantage anyway. But if you have your head about you, you can take advantage. I know the Canadian team did that to us a couple of times that year. We got blown out in the first game pretty bad.
That's where the difference in the games come. It takes the players from the U.S. a little bit of time to adjust the different rules.
Yeah. I think adjusting to the rules and the style of play, there's certainly a lot of the USA players that have seen Canadian style play in club ball or depending on what high school they went to, maybe even played a team like Hill Academy or something like that. But having the international rules and the different style of play, sometimes it takes a little bit for a team to really get used to that. Those Rochester boys, though, they see it all the time in upstate New York. I think they'd have it under control.
The big difference for the U.S. players is getting used to the fact that the Canadians are predominantly one-handed players, and they use their one hand in places to shoot that they aren't expecting that to happen. Yeah.
For goalies too, the angles of their shots and their face dodge off, their Canadian opposite hand shot can be something hard to read. So USA doesn't really get a shot off there. They had some space.
They gave him a shot because we get the ball, but it wasn't much of a good shot.
Yeah, they had a stick on his stick as he did it. So they're going to get some ball move. They're in a 3-3 as well. In a 3-3, you want to pull that guy up high like that. And they got him to Casey Kelly, and he just rips the corner there. Great shot. That was the look, too. Canada was sitting low, it looked like, on that. They sent the high guy up top. So, on that far left side is where the opening was.
He's inside 10 yards. Canada really let him get in too close.
Yeah, number 21 for Canada tried to get over there, Anthony Louch. He's just a little bit late, and I guess Canada wasn't aware that Kelly had that kind of shot. So
the point man did a good job drawing the defense to him to allow him to get that easy open shot down there.
Yeah. Well, Canada controls this face-off, but it looks like number 5 for U.S. is first one to the ball. This pretty big face here. There they get control of it. He's got,
good look.
LSM is in front, finds an open guy. Number 9.
Nice transition goal by the boys from Rochester.
Yeah, Alexander Rainier finds himself wide open on the backside of the ball after Samuel Latore gets a nice pass off of the ground ball from the face-off. So that was a great job. I didn't see who that was that picked it up and got it out of his stick to Latore.
I think it was
looked
Collins.
like it was Collins maybe. And then as Latore applied the pressure, they were able to see him on the backside for the goal. So that evens the score up 6-6.
Yep.
Looks another face-off violation for USA.
The third one in this game so far.
I wonder if that was because he was lined up wrong, or did he twitch or move early? Or
he moved early.
Did he? So Canada's going to get a chance here to be the first, or have the first chance to get their lead back. Oh, nice give and go, and that's a nice play.
Nice backdoor cut on his man.
Man, great backdoor cut. It's sort of a give and go. I think that the USA guys are thinking that there's some sort of pick happening or whatever, and these guys just continue all the way through. So that was 13 Carson. Is that Moyer? Yeah, Carson Moyer. Great give and go, and then even his goal, he's a tall kid, and he was able to act like he was kind of shooting low and then dip it just right over top of the USA goalie. That was a pretty goal.
Nice ground ball by the long pole defenseman.
Yeah, there's Latore again. Oh, that looked like a solid play. I think he just.
Yep.
Yeah, man, U.S. needs to watch on those sidelines. Canadian players are big and physical. You're a smaller guy there, like number 1. You got to expect that. Use your speed. Don't turn inside when you catch a ball on the sidelines. You have to turn to the outside and run.
I think he has to give himself some space to turn on the outside to run.
Yeah.
Put himself in a bad position.
Yeah, or come back to the ball at that moment. You come back to the ball, you come over top, and then you can have a defender on your back trying to hit you. Makes it a lot easier. Those fundamentals are really big in the game. Got another little scrap on the wing there for the ball, and it looks like they're going to make a call in USA again. Canada has been a little bit more physical, but playing within the rules, so they don't have a lot called against them yet. But USA keeps getting caught. So we'll see if they run that same 3-3 man-up offense again. Yep, looks like they're set up in it. Right now they have a high crease. Looks like he's going low. Oh, gave him room to shoot. Rebound.
Save.
Man, good save by the goalie after that rebound. Went right to a Canadian stick.
The defenders cannot stop there and allow the he needs to keep running.
Yeah, who's that goalie in there, number 9? Patrick Cuddy. Patrick Cuddy, good aware play after that shot.
Moving pick against Canada to turn the ball back over to the.
Oh, Canada had it back again,
yeah.
huh? And they got a moving pick. Jeez.
And it was a 30-second penalty, it looks like, so the penalty's all even now.
Yeah, Latore doing a good job on that clear again. He's been crucial on LSM on the wing play. Looks like he was in on defense, helped out with that clear. One of the highlights of the USA team right now, I think, is Latore. So let's see if this is a little hidden ball trick. Not really. Just going with an invert here with Eddie Baker. He's listed as an attackman, so he came in as a midi, and maybe he'll get an advantage here. Let's see. Stops and start. Oh.
Nice slide.
It's a great slide. The feet, I think, hit the back of the net. That's why it didn't get through to a man. Oh, the ball ends up back to Baker. No one there, and an open goal.
Nice rebound. Ian
Evans was able to pick up a loose ground ball and just see an open net while Canada was trying to clear the ball. Just
nice.
Bounced right to him, yep.
Nice little Baker made a nice play harassing the goal.
Baker.
Calls a turnover.
Baker came back, had the ball just run into him. It bounced off him, went to Ian Evans. Evans actually had Evan Madorig running in front of the cage at the same time, but he saw that open net and was able to put it in there. Great play by Ian, and I think, no, that's all even. So 7-7 now. We've got our, I think, third tie of the game.
Looks like they're calling violation on Canada.
So USA is got the attack of Evan Moldord, Ian Evans, and Alexander Ramier out there.
Timeout Rochester.
So with 3:55 left, they're going to use their second timeout of the half. Looks like, and yep. So right now, USA is going to take a minute to talk about it. I think they had the ball. They took a timeout. We're going to go to commercial. When we come back, we'll see what they have on their offensive set.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. The pinnacle of protection, comfort, and vision. Cascade, passion to protect.
And we're back here at Jacksonville Stadium after that timeout by the USA team. In order to keep the ball and set up an offensive play here, the clock continues to run until, did you say the last 2 minutes?
Of the game.
Of the game.
It's supposed to stop doing timeouts, but
okay. So
having clock problems, it looks like.
Whatever was the correct way, the way that it was done is the clock continued to run. So there's 2:28 left in this half. USA with the ball. It's 7-7. They set up a play here. We'll see whether. Oh no! Just a careless turnover there, and
Kelly dropped.
Let's see if Canada takes a timeout to set up their last play. Although with running time, they might not want to waste the time, and they found the advantage anyway. Good ball movement. Finally ended up in the stick of Peyton Cormier again, number 3 on the backside. But that was good ball movement. I think it was 5 that was able to move the ball to 10. Looked like he had a shooting opportunity, but decided to move it one more to get that one-on-one with the goalie. And A costly mistake by U.S. just trying to pass the ball up there when they had their play set up and everything, and now they're down by 1 goal. Plenty of time left. There's still a whole second half, but you don't want to go down by 1.
And Rochester their players didn't get all the way back in on that break. They stopped,
Oh.
and that's how Hakomie got to open at the very end.
Yeah, well, when one guy's up top, loses the ball, and everyone else is in on offense, and they've got that long run to make, it's hard to get back. It's just a shame to see that, but, you put it behind you in the rearview mirror, move on to the next play. Let's see if USA here, they got the ball, 6-on-6, see if they can set up that play that they had in the timeout. They're going to get a shot here, just misses wide. Oh, and who ran it out? Looks like it went to Canada. Number 3, Evan Moldorg, was trying to get over from behind the cage to be closest to the ball, but looks like he just got beat out. So Canada will clear the ball. Looks like they're trying to clear it with 1 man. Good ride here by U.S. See if they can get another goal off of a ride. They get pressure here. Nope. Oh, it's a Ward. So that's going to be USA ball. 25 seconds left. No more timeouts for U.S. Let's see if they can tie it up. They got space. Good feed. Shot.
Oh, nice
Big save. And he clears the ball all the way to the other side. 8 seconds is enough time to do something here. Cormier with the ball. Passes it off. Oh, low shot, just misses wide.
Nice first half, 8-7.
Man, yeah, great first half. When you come down here to Florida and have this Brogden Cup, you're never sure what you're going to get between the two teams, and to have it be this competitive in the first half of this game makes this really exciting. I think we're going to have a good 3 days here in Jacksonville, Florida, watching this, and it's going to be exciting to call these games. But so through this half, I guess, I'm trying to think in my head, where do you think the adjustments are for either team to try and get an advantage?
Well, it's fairly obvious that the team that was winning the faceoffs in each period was the one that dominated the score. So both sides have to continue to try to dominate the X. The first quarter, Canada did. The second quarter, the boys in Rochester dominated the face-off X, and that's why they were able to close the difference from 5-2 to 8-7.
That's a good point. I mentioned Latore earlier, number 5 on the wing. He played a big part in them winning some of the face-offs that they did. I haven't really seen which face-off guy for either team is really dominating on the face-off to himself or controlling the ball like that.
And the other thing is, it looks like that if Rochester needs to play better unsettled defense, the Canadians are scoring much better in a transition than the United States players are.
Yeah.
They're showing much better team ball movement, where the United States has scored half their goals at least on individual one-on-one efforts.
Yeah, that's a good point too. And that one riding goal. So, as a coach, when you're looking at your stats and you have goals that are kind of fluke goals and you didn't really earn them, you really want to start focusing on one, cleaning up the passing so you don't have errant turnovers, and then working on movement so that you work for a whole team offense, not just one single guy dodging. Although, if the other team is playing good man-to-man, they're not sliding a lot, and then you're able to get to the right positions in open space, well, then you're going to take those open shots. But the more they can develop team play, that tends to go much longer.
Their one extra man goal by the U.S. team was a beautiful team goal when they moved it around and hit Kelly for that nice, easy 9-yard shot out. So they do have the ability to do that, so they just need to do more of that.
Yeah, and I didn't notice that the Canadian team was sliding too early, so I think they're going to have to get the individual dodges in order to make them move, and then keep clearing space on those dodges so that if they don't slide, they have enough space to get a good shot off. And then on the other side of the ball, I think that the Canadian team on their dodges, which they had a bunch of individual ones too with just one guy dodging, but it was communication from the U.S. team. It was them not even on picks, but just communicating on who has the man.
Right. It looks like the Canadians are playing a little bit better defense, and that way, when they've slid, the U.S. players have actually paid the price, and we've allowed and the Canadian team has been allowed to score goals without the price being paid.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that's a good synopsis of the of what we should be expecting in the second half. Right now, are you getting set up in here, Paul? So we're going to be joined here by Paul McCord, who is with Jacksonville University and helping host these games here for the Brogden Cup. You want to do that? Okay. So we are going to go to a quick commercial. When we come back, we'll be here with Paul McCord from Jacksonville University.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. The pinnacle of protection, comfort, and vision. Cascade, passion to protect.
Okay, we're back here at Jacksonville University at halftime for the 2018 Brogden Cup between Ontario and Canada and the United States. We're joined here by Paul McCord, who's going to give us some insight on some of the history here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's great to be here, and always wonderful to be at home for lacrosse here at JU.
Yeah. So here, the Brogden Cup this is his first year here at Jacksonville. We've been at Tampa the last 3 years. But what do you think about having it here at your university?
Well, it's been great, and we were really glad that the Brogden Cup was able to move over here this year. Our administration was really excited to have it, and our athletic director and associate athletic directors and the vice president of the university really were instrumental in bringing it here. There's a real plan for lacrosse on the men's and women's side here at JU, and it starts at the top with our president, Tim Cost, who is a Syracuse native and played baseball at West Genesee High School. One of his good friends was John Desco, and ironically, our men's lacrosse coach is John Galloway. No surprise there, doing a wonderful job. But it's we started lacrosse on the women's side in the area 12 years ago or so. Very little lacrosse is in the area, and it really blossomed and became a state-sanctioned sport here. And on the men's side, Mark Hoey and many other pioneers like Jack Francis, transplants from the north came down here and really spurred the game forward as well. So North Florida has become kind of a hotbed for kids playing lacrosse in college now.
Yeah, and I know you've become more involved with the National Lacrosse Classic and the event that leads up to this Brogden Cup. I know I saw you down there this summer. What did you think of that, the whole event?
It was incredible, and getting a chance to speak at that event was amazing, and so many good young people, college coaches, instruction, all the way around, one of the greatest instructional events in the country for boys and girls. There's just nothing like it.
Yeah, well, we're looking for this Brogden Cup to develop more interest, I believe, in players participating in the National Lacrosse Classic. I think, the more that the players can understand the evolution of what happens for the event and how it culminates in this great event at Brogden Cup, which has been resurrected by Joel Franklin and Legacy Global Sports. That hopefully should drive a lot more interest from all the states to participate.
Absolutely, and just watching this game and some of the up and down from the earlier games, it's just such a testimony to the spirit of the Brogden Cup and the camaraderie of nations. You know, there's definitely a fraternity or sorority within lacrosse that is just, you know, you always have a brother or a sister who played the game, and that's what this event's all about. And as well as, you know, you always want to beat your brother or sister, you know?
Yeah.
So these guys are really laying the wood out there today.
Yeah, they are, and you know, it's nice to see that even in the competitive spirit that happens out here, you'll see a couple guys, you know, with respect for one another, being friendly. Also, some friendships. I know that in the national event, when we get these teams together from all these states, there's so many friendships that are spawned from the National Lacrosse Classic. That's one of the things I treasure in being a part of that event.
Yeah, this is the future of the sport. The future of the sport is international. The future of the sport is in collegiate lacrosse in the United States, and these are the future players that are going to make up the game, not just at Division I. Some of the best lacrosse players are at Division II and Division III. When you look at the MLL rosters, that's what you're going to find is guys from all over the world and who play at every level. And this game does not discriminate. It is awesome.
Yeah, that's a great point. Well, we're back here in action. We've had about 2 minutes gone by into the second half in the third quarter. Canada starting out with the ball here and actually set up some good offense and nice little pick play. They fed a guy inside, I think it was Cormier again, who just wasn't able to finish. But Canada kind of made a statement that they are coming out here ready to score again. And let's see where USA can be in controlling this ball. Let's hope that they are not plagued by some of the little mental turnovers and fundamental turnovers they had in the first half.
It was a nice save by the U.S. goalie on their first possession against Canada. But
yeah, was that a save that they had? Oh, that was great.
Save, yes.
Oh, and U.S. gets a guy on the doorstep here on the left. It looked like Baker. Yep, and he just misses the cage. So maybe there's going to be some good offense going on here by both teams this second half. Nice little lift check there. Ball popped out of Moldorig's stick. So U.S. going to have to try and ride this ball to get it back again. Canada on the clear. They get the ball to Cormier, which is always a safe place. He's going all the way to the cage and just misses wide. Just able to stay out of the crease, too, to not turn the ball back over to U.S. But, man, they got to watch it when Cormier has the ball. That's a big body running downhill. You need to just body him up, even if you don't hit him fully onto his back, you just got to get kind of squared up on him face to face. And
take away his strong hand. He hasn't put the stick in his right hand yet.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting top side. Oh, good look over to the side. Nope, decides not to shoot there.
Yeah, the Canadian teams are always so strong with their hands. The key is putting constant pressure on them.
Yeah. Oh, a diving shot by number 5, Dawick.
Comey with a nice pickup and save then by the goalie, and then
Did he?
rebounds by the Canadians.
Dawick with a backhanded diving shot. The rebound goes to Cormier. He just couldn't find the cage. Some of these ground balls that the Canadians have and the Native Americans are known for too, they call it like an Indian scoop, but it's amazing how that ball just seems to stick to their stick as they pick it up. Cormier, with no room at all, sticks it in between the goalie's legs. So that time he wasn't up top, dodging downhill and seeming like as big a threat. They don't slide to him. He's able to walk right in and had enough angle with that lefty hand there to put it past the goalie.
He took advantage of his size on the U.S. defender, who's much smaller than he was.
Yeah, that might not be the right matchup. Once you're out there and you're lined up on a guy, you really have to have a slide and an exchange in order to create the different matchup. But USA might want to think about doing something about that. It's 2 quick goals by Canada. They're up 9-7.
Cormier with his hands high on that also fooled the goalie, kept the goalie high for an extra split second so he could get to that 5-hole.
That's a good point, and was able to put it between Matthew Halaska's legs. So Canada gets the face-off, but might not control the ball. U.S. gets it back here. See if they're going to push it or maybe control the ball.
But they don't have numbers.
Yeah, they might want to. He forces the dodge, and does he get that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in the goal.
Scores. That's his third goal of the game.
Was that number 6?
16.
16.
Yeah, that's his third goal of the game.
16 Collins decides to do it all himself. It looked like not the best time in the world, but, you make it the whole distance and you put it in the cage, your coach is not going to really yell at you.
That's what happens when you slide with your stick and not your body.
Yep.
You don't see those split dodges very much anymore either. A lot of guys are going for different styles of dodge, but he kept it between his shoulders and kind of got little between them.
Yeah, I saw his hands were real close together too, and he looked like he could shoot at any time, but he just kept going with the dodge all the way. That's actually Collins' third goal of the night, right? Yeah, so he completes the hat trick, trying to get his name here in the All-Star books of the Brogden Cup.
Violation on Canada, U.S. ball on the face-off.
Well, they needed that. They're down by 1, and with this possession, if they can get a good one, they're going to look to tie the game here. We got Casey Kelly up top again. They like having the ball him carrying, but they got a long pole on him now. Canada's kind of noticed that. Looking for some poke checks. Now they're going to move the ball around. Still going to an attackman, so there's still a long pole on him. Going to spit it. Good job getting it over the weak side of the field now, maybe, and maybe just dodge down that side. Little miscommunication.
Nice defensive play by the Canadian to interfere with his hands on the shot there.
Yeah, Cameron Kramer got a lot of momentum there, taking that right-handed shot. But those are the shots that we were saying maybe Rochester needs to go away from. Maybe get those big, long dodges like they did earlier and then move it and then get another dodge. And that seemed to work a little better.
Right.
I know from the basics of running offense, that's what you want to do. You want to get that engine started with a really hard dodge and then move it.
Yeah, the Canadians are perfectly content to allow those outside shots from low angles.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a lefty goalie in the cage right now, too, which sometimes throws off shooters who are used to having a right-hander in there. But, they find Kelly inside, and now he's going for the ground ball. It's a scrum in front. That was a shot by U.S., but there's no one back there to back up the shot, so Canada's going to get a chance to clear here. Let's see if U.S. can get a good ride. That's been a tale of this game a little bit, was USA having a hard time clearing in the beginning, and then Canada being forced on the ride a bit by U.S. and got that one goal. Looks like they're good pressure here. There it is in Cormier's stick. He tends to settle things down whenever he gets the ball.
Yes, he does. He made a nice play there, getting that ground ball and moving it to the open man.
Good heads-up play. I mean, college coaches really like to see that, too, a player that has that kind of savvy, to know where to put it. Well, now they've got number 4 back there again, Canada, that ex-attack, and Jack Boyden. He really seems to get this offense going. He's back in the game. Cormier with a bunch of fakes, rolling inside. He just still has the ball. They finally bodied him up. They're still checking him on the ground. They weren't aware that the ball was out. So U.S. is going to be called for, what would that be, interference?
They called him for holding because he's more than 5 yards away from the ball, or
right.
whatever, the meters from the ball.
Yeah. So
could have called out on 1 of 4 of those defenders.
Right. Well, Lattori's back in there. I see him as LSM. I think he's one of the guys that's not going to stand for that running into the center of his defense. So Canada with the ball, moving around the outside. Looks like they're thinking about it. They're going to set something up here. See if they go for picks. Oh, a little inside slip, and it's not there. Oh, Cormier getting the loose ball in front, just no one matching up on him, and he had all the time in the world right there.
Great garbage goal.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. defender was caught watching the ball, and Cormier went and picked it up and put it in the net.
And, you can't really blame Halaluka. Is that how you say that last name, Halaluka?
Haluka, yeah.
Haluka, the last 2 goals by Cormier, he was kind of by himself. He can't defend Cormier and make the save.
No.
Well, the sliding defender left Cormier, got a piece of it off of his stick, And it ironically bounced right to Cormier.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess there's not like a defensive coaching job you can do on that. It's just unlucky bounces sometimes.
Yeah, maybe not slide off a Cormier too early.
that could be the coaching tip, yeah.
Play some one-on-one defense.
Yeah, so Canada now with the 2-goal lead, which I think has been the most of the night. They haven't gone to 3, have they?
They were 3 in the first quarter, 5-2.
Gotcha.
But it hasn't been 3 since the end of the first quarter.
So they have a chance to get it to 3 again. That's a dive in the crease. I don't know if they count that based on international rules or not. Nope. They're saying no goal. But again, the U.S. defenseman needs to watch that inside roll and really has to push the guy behind the cage. Those guys will finish those shots. On the clear again. Long. Was the timeout used by the Whipples? Yep. So again, the Whipples heads up play again as coaches call timeout with the long pole carrying down. Looked like he was trapped a little bit. They want to make sure that they keep the ball. At this moment in third quarter, it doesn't make sense to just go down and keep losing the ball and be on defense again, and then maybe be down 3.
Right. I kind of like the U.S. way we have timeouts now, where you have to call it in the actual offensive
in the box
area.
Yeah.
Past the restraining line to allow more
pressure. Right. Well, and also with the clock on those clears, there's really pressure to get it into the box, which then allows you then to say that the timeouts should be there, not just in the middle of the field. But in international rules, I mean, if the guys can just sit there, with the ball and not have to run it in, you like all the rule changes that have sped up the game. One of the best ones I think was that horn that they did with the sidelines, right? I mean,
that's where they got that from the U.S. No horns. It's all free flowing substitution.
Yeah, and then the wider box I think is a good one for substituting, and the indoor game, which the Canadians are very used to and known for. The substituting they do in that indoor game is really an exciting part of the game. I mean.
Right.
They're running on with offensive guys as the ball's coming down, and then as soon as something happens, they're all running off, and a whole defensive unit's running on the opposite side.
A lot of subbing like ice hockey.
Yeah, that's an exciting part of that game.
And that game also has a shot clock.
Oh, yeah, okay. So 6:30 left to play. And USA team looks like they might draw another foul here. See, right now is when they could start play, just getting it outside of the box. They should be ready to set up. Instead, they're kind of taking their time. And once this whistle blows, it will start the penalty. Well, we'll see if they can do that same thing they did last time. They had number 8 up top in the middle, drawing the defender out. Yep. The Canadian team is looking low here, so the shot's going to come from up top. And number 12 was able to get that lefty shot off Baker, but it did not hit the cage. So they're going to get the ball back up here. Up, Kelly, be careful with the ball there.
Canada's playing 2-on-3. Now they're playing the guy on a string in the middle.
Yep. So that side is where that shot's going to come from again. Number 9, Alexander Ramier, misses. He kind of pushed that side on. Let's see if they can get a better quality shot. So, again, the Canadian players are low, so the shot should come from up top. Now they're high. We got a high crease by U.S.
Nice.
Oh, and that was Kelly again. From the same spot as the AMO they had the last time, only this time it seemed a little less open.
Well, a little less, because what Canada's trying to do is number 21 was trying to play Kelly. Then when he gets rid of the pass, he goes in and plays the crease man.
Yep.
And then they threw it right back to him, and he couldn't slide
Didn't
back.
get back out fast enough, yep. And Kelly has that shot. The first shot he took like that was a really pretty ripper in the corner. That one just looked like he just kind of muscled it a bit, and when
outpowered the goalie.
Yeah, outpowered him. Yeah, that's a strong kid there, Casey Kelly.
That was good recognition by the U.S. on how the Canadians were playing their man-down defense there to pick up on that goal.
Yeah. I think the kids are just finding they're in the right spacing. They're just finding where the opening is, and whenever Canada extends out in the middle there, they're going to find one side or the other is going to be overloaded. Or I should say underloaded. So off this faceoff, rolls out of bounds. Looks like it's going to go to Canada. And with the score 10-9, Canada is going to have the ball.
Break.
And Cormier falls, slips a little bit. See if he wants to just control the ball. It is 6-on-6, so they're going to wait and sub out this long pole.
Under 4 minutes to go now.
Here goes a little hidden ball trick. Now it's just a one-on-one. He's going to power his way in, get the shot. Good
Nice
save. Yeah. That's a tough ball to see. Haluka just got down on the play. It was a low shot, and he swallowed it up and got the clear right away, which was smart, before Canada could set up, and now offense is going to have a chance to tie the game here.
Here's Kelly.
So, yep, Casey Kelly again. Draws the slide. Let's see if he gets it out of his stick. Move it.
Took too
No,
long to-
took a little too long. But that's a good sign that they're at least looking for it. Number one tries to, he gets it out of his stick. They got him now. If they can move the ball, almost finds open crease guy, number 17, Wyatt Murda. But he couldn't handle the pass.
There's a flag down. There's a 1 minute slash on Canada.
Well, looks like the fouls are starting to go the other way now for the U.S., and Canada keeps being penalized, and U.S. has been able to score on their extra man play now, I think, twice,
row,
right? So Canada ought to watch those penalties. Oh, no, now they're calling it the opposite way, it looks like. So it's Canada ball.
They can't be Canada ball on a penalty. It's a mistake by the official
That might be.
because the guy's in the box.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, unless
The referee's making a mistake there. He puts a guy in the penalty box. They call it delay game. They're saying they called it.
Oh, okay. They called delay a game.
on
That
the
guy
US.
just pushed the U.S. player down, I think, or.
Because our guy didn't pick the ball up and bring it into play.
Oh, I
So
see.
they called delay
Yeah.
game.
Oh.
I didn't realize he wasn't bringing the ball back.
And
in
do you
play.
know how many seconds they have to start before that delay is called?
I do not know that answer.
So it looks like they're going to get pressure on the goalie. Hopefully they don't give up a big play on the other side. He really knows what he's doing there,
Goalie's
using the
playing a little
crease.
cat and mouse.
Yep. And now he's going to carry all the way down. Let's see if he gives it. Oh, he threw it away. Well, he at least wasted some time on that penalty for him, trying to kill the penalty for the Canadian group.
Canadian, he's still in the penalty box.
And he's still in the box, but the U.S. team needs to clear the ball.
Canada just went offsides, and the referees missed it.
They get an easy clear, though.
Now the
And
penalty's released.
Casey Kelly with the ball. And I think another story there has been the influence of number 21, that defender. He put some pressure and has had a couple checks for turnovers in this game. That's Anthony Lausch. So USA trying to set up. They've got, is that number 12, Eddie Baker with the ball?
Yep.
He left. He puts it over to Kelly. Kelly,
Oh, nice.
great save.
By the goalie. Kelly made a nice move to the goal, and the goalie made a great save.
Oh, and Baker, big play. Riding. He gets hit. There's a flag on the field. He's holding on to his leg. Looks like he's getting up now. But Baker came all the way across the field to go get his stick on the ball with Canada trying to clear it, and got the ball back.
Who are they calling the foul on?
I don't know. It was Baker that was on the ground.
They're calling unsportsmanlike conduct against the boys from Rochester.
Oh, okay. I didn't see what happened there, so looks like there's a timeout by.
Quarter break.
Oh, this is end of the quarter. Okay, gotcha.
A longer
So
break in international between the third and fourth quarter than the rest of them.
is there?
Yeah.
All right.
It's 3 minutes.
So the score right now is 10-9. Ontario over United States. It's been exciting action with U.S. having the ball several times, trying to, and even a man up, trying to even the score. Canada has not been able to get the ball back on their offensive end as much while they've had this 1-goal lead. But again, exciting play here in Jacksonville.
The difference right now is that costly turnover on the man-up penalty. The delay of game against the U.S. team allowed Canada to kill that penalty, so they didn't get a chance to get any shots on goal.
That's a great point. I mean, I don't know how many seconds. We don't know. I mean, if I was the Whipples over there, I'd ask how long it is to make sure that didn't happen again. But it also is whistle recognition, I think, on these penalties, that the Rochester team really should not only be picking it up before they get a delay of game, but picking it up to go have an advantage. I mean, you just get outside the box of the ball, and even if you don't score, you just start setting up in something, run behind the cage with it, and then hopefully have Canada on their heels. In this international game, I've even heard of when a player has a penalty, if it's a long pull, sometimes they'll switch sticks with a short stick when he runs out. Correct. In order to make sure that they're set up correctly. Well, if you never give them time to set up, they can have trouble in enforcing their man down situation. So, but right now it looks like they've switched sides of the field. It's Canada's ball, and they are a man up.
We now have a new guest in our box. Stan Cochran, the president of the Ontario Lacrosse Association, is now joining us.
All right, Stan. Hello.
It's a great game so far.
Have you been watching down in the rain, or?
We have been.
Okay.
It's a lot warmer here than it is at home right now. So
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice
goal.
Nice goal by number 5 there, Josh Dawick. On a nice. I didn't see who made the pass to him though.
Okay. We got the replay here. Maybe we'll see it. Dawick though with a looks like his second goal. Again, I haven't kept the perfect stats yet, so it might be his third.
Looked like the ground ball just flipped out of a pile right to him. He's in the right spot at the right time.
You know, that's happened a couple times now in this game. For the U.S., it's happened once, and for Canada, it's happened twice. And
Stan, you scored a few goals that way yourself, didn't you?
Yes, I have, Hazzy. I didn't care how I scored them. I just like scoring goals.
It's
all against you.
It's all about getting your name in the paper. Doesn't matter how it happens. Just got to be there.
Well, it's about winning.
Winning too.
It's been a really good quality game so far.
This has been.
Good skill set, good defense, tough lacrosse. Fun to watch.
Yeah, you know, earlier we had the U15 game for the first time ever in Brogden Cup history, and I'm impressed with the younger guys, how mature the quality of the game and play was, and again, the style of the Canadian play versus the style of USA, which is always an exciting thing to watch.
Yes, you got that right.
So, Dawick with a fancy behind-the-back pass, trying to hit somebody inside there. It just was off the mark, but that would have been a really sweet behind-the-back assist. U.S. needs to get the ball settled down here. They're down by 2 again, and they don't necessarily have to score right away, but there's 17 minutes left, so they just want to inch this back in and at least get a goal here on this possession. They've used one timeout so far, so they're probably going to need to save another one near to the end of the game in case it gets down to those last second possessions. But right now you got to start thinking about having your players have the composure to not just lose the ball too quick. Well, he draws a penalty, which was good. So now you can really pull it out and take your time. You choose to go to the goal, and low shot. Was that kind of an early whistle, maybe?
No, he shot it in the goal. He got possession.
Oh, he called a goalie possession. Okay. Looked like that rebound had a chance to be picked up by a U.S. player.
And
so, again, the U.S. is subbing their whole team out right now.
So, Stan, in international, how's the rule work when they have a flag? You have to, in order to maintain possession. It's not like the U.S. and the NCAA lacrosse where you keep going until you lose possession. How's it working in the international?
Oh, wide open. Sorry, Stan, we'll answer that in a second. Really quickly, we have Ian Evans with the left-handed goal underneath. The Canadian defense just never picked up Evans underneath, so it was an easy passing goal to bring it within one. One of the question we were asking, Stan, was earlier, there was a flag down, and the USA team was called for delay because they didn't start fast enough. Do you know how many seconds they have to get started to go pick up the ball?
No, honestly, I don't.
Yeah, we
were watching that one too. We were wondering what that delay was.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that call.
Okay.
Not since Jimmy Price probably was an official.
God bless Jimmy Price.
Well, another scrum for the ball here with a one-goal game, and they both had chances at it. It looks like the U.S. finally picks it up. They've lost it. There's Latore again on the wing play, but it bounces to a Canadian player. Now they're bringing the ball upfield. Looks like they have numbers. Let's see what they do here. Great play by the long pole.
Nice pass down there. Nice pass by the defenseman on the fast break.
Yeah, so the long pole, Nathan Solari, number 16, able to carry the ball down. Looks like he's winding up for a shot. I think that was just to draw the man up. And then once he did, he had an easy dump underneath to number 4, Jack Boyden. And once he's right there on top of the goalie, you know, those Canadian sticks, they're pretty good with the head fakes, stick fakes, whatever they need. They usually keep it right there at the same spot as they do their fakes and then, you know, able to put it past the keeper.
Hey, he did a nice job moving to the ball, too. Stepping
Moving
out
to
in
the
front,
ball. Good
and then
point.
saw some angles.
When the defenseman slid up, he took advantage of his created space.
Yeah, good, great point. I always try and tell kids that moving to the ball, one of the most crucial, fundamental points of lacrosse. So Canada moves their lead to 2 again, and they have possession of this face-off. So we'll see with 14 minutes left whether they want to get some time off the clock or whether they're going to just settle their offense in and get some touches or keep pushing the pace. Cormier dodging on the long pole, gets to his spot. Man, that's his 4th goal, I believe.
7th, I think.
7th?
He's got like 6 or 7.
That's right. That's right. He had the other 2 to start the quarter, right? And
at some point, the boys from Rochester have to adjust and take away his left hand.
Yeah.
They aren't taking away his strong hand. They're allowing him to take advantage of them with that left hand.
Yeah, even when he was all the way down at goal line extended, they still were letting him get back to his left hand near the cage. And then it looks like he has some range. He shot that from about 12 yards.
Well, he's a big, strong boy.
He's
But
big.
they're doubling to his stick instead of hitting him with body.
Yeah, well, the way that defender lined up on him to start, he was straight up in front of him. He needs to really get over that top left hand and make sure he goes to the right side. Nice job getting the ball out of his stick there. So with a 3-goal lead by Canada, U.S. really needs to make this possession count. Kelly up top with the ball. And that would have been a little tacky of a call, push from behind, but you got the players back to you. You don't really want to push like that. You can get a call on you.
What's nice is in the next game to see the adjustments that the players and coaches make to each other.
Yeah.
As they've learned, see what each team has in the first game, because both these teams really don't have any scouting report before this game, but they'll have one after today's game.
Yeah, very true. Just understanding personnel, all that is a big point. Kelly forcing the dodge a little bit there. There was too many Canadian players around him. He just couldn't get his hands free to get the ball out of his stick. But I like the strong dodge. I mean, you gotta make them slide. But once they slide, you want to get that ball behind to that X guy. He's waiting for it back there. Evans is. So it looks like we have Baker again gonna start the play on this one. See if he gets to a good spot. Misses the cage. again, that was a good dodge. You got all the way to the cage. But even on those, instead of just doing the one-on-ones, just move the ball and let the ball do the work. Doing a good job controlling it. And that might get called.
Nope.
Nope. Looks like, I guess he was enough to the side of him. They called it a good defensive push there. And number 14, Cameron got him back, Cameron Keemer, a little bit. Lucky he didn't get called for something there. But with 3 goals down, it's 11 minutes. I mean, it's not panic mode or anything, but do you think U.S. needs to extend out just a bit just to kind of force the action, or is it too early for that?
I think it's too early to force out on the action yet unless the Canadian team totally goes into
complete stall. Yeah, like way out there.
Stall.
Yeah.
And there is no kind of time clock on this either, right?
Yeah,
International rules. So.
Yet, as we said earlier in the broadcast, the Canadians have asked for a shot clock for years, but they've been outvoted by all the other countries.
Yeah. So they could even pass it all the way back to their goalie now if they wanted to try and keep it away from the U.S. team.
They could do that. Now, eventually, they can have a keep it in.
Okay.
Restraining line. But
And-
they can't do that. But
And that's just keep it in the box area?
yeah, the offensive restraining line.
Right.
Because there is no box in international lacrosse.
Okay, so offensive line all the way across.
Right.
Gotcha. All right, so, well, it paid off for the U.S. playing some good defense. They got the ball back. Again, possessions are going to be kind of crucial getting to the end of this game. They want to just chip away at this and get it back to a 2 or 1 goal game before we get down to the last 4 or 5 minutes. Good hard dodge there. Good ball movement. Kelly with a big shot.
Save. Oh,
And there's no. Canada gets the ball in front of the cage and a couple good passes and they're out. Now they got a break.
oh.
Couldn't convert it.
Had the right thought, just didn't make it.
Just
that's all.
barely didn't make it. Yeah.
He was wide open.
Here's Kelly again. He has some room. Let's see if there's any advantage here. Not really. Just rips a shot. Goes wide, but U.S. back there to back it up. So U.S. has the ball. See if Kelly still has some energy to dodge there. But I don't see Baker on the field. They're going to need an initiator to set something up.
Kelly's last shot looked a little, not as much velocity. Like he's getting a little tired.
He seemed pretty tired on that one. Matter of fact, right now it might be a good idea to get him out of the game and get some fresh legs to get a good hard dodge. There he is back there
Nice
again.
check by the defenseman.
A little back check. Oh, and good ride there by 17 of U.S., but he couldn't get it. Wyatt Murder almost came up with that ball behind the cage, and U.S. really would have benefited from that. But looks like there's a timeout by Canada on the field, and the clock keeps going here. So, that was kind of a timeout that gives you a stall, and then you can plan for more stalling. You hope that's not the case, just for the sake of the game. You want to push.
To stop, but for some reason they're having technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah, the
He's probably
technical
just not used to the rules, has he? That's all, right?
could
It's
be.
like the players. Everybody else has got to learn too.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's better. I think right now, I think the U.S. team's got to. Just they got 8 minutes left. There's lots of time. They're winning the face-off.
Yeah.
They don't have to panic. Get some ball movement, get some foot movement.
After
Right
this
now, they're just
timeout,
kind of standing around,
they're
going
gonna-
one-on-one.
They're going to have to come out and start pushing a little bit now after this timeout, since when you call a timeout, the clock doesn't stop. It doesn't help you.
Right. And with 7 minutes left, really after about a minute, they're down by 3. That would be down to about 6 minutes. I wouldn't say it's double team time, but it definitely is play out in the perimeter, make them have to carry the ball with pressure on them, and then see if they make the mistake. And then once you start getting down to 4 minutes and less with 3 goals down, then you might start talking about a double team, maybe pull the goalie out.
Under 4, they're going to have to consider start double teaming.
Okay.
In the last 2 minutes to stop time,
And the
is
last-
which will happen, right?
Yeah, hopefully,
Yeah.
if the clock will stop, double tip. We don't know if it's going on with the timer.
I
It's not.
think they have that part right, so it could happen. Yeah. Yep. They made their game plan that timeout, and it does look like U.S. is going to have to start putting some pressure here.
But they're not doing it.
Well, right now, Cormier all the way on the outside like that. That was a perfect time to double team, but maybe it's good advice to not ever leave Cormier. So, well, Canadian player gets all the way in. Oh, quick stick and a goal. Looked like their two-slide, who was looking to help out inside, was so far up inside that they were able to sneak that ball behind.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
nice ball movement. The ball is faster than a man.
yep. Oh, they drew him just right upfield. So now looking back at the replay, it looks like they just completely left that man to slide and stop ball. The slide probably should have come from somewhere else, but based on that communication, they gave up the easy goal. Well, U.S. is going to have to push it if they can come up with this ground ball. And Canada is controlling where it's going, but doesn't look like they're picking it up. And they got the ball now.
Ground picked up.
Now it's still on the ground now. U.S. might have a chance at it and some space. Nope. Just barely lost it.
There's a flag.
So there's a whistle. We're all waiting to hear. The clock is still running.
I don't know what the foul is. It's on number 11.
So right now, look, they can start the ball, and no,
It's 12.
no advantage
It's
there.
on the face-off man, so I don't know what he got called for.
Yep. Nope. It looks like that is the player that. So if it's ready to start, they should blow the whistle right now.
Except they called another penalty. It looks like.
If they're not, yeah. So they should start.
Another penalty on the Canadian team.
Oh, they're making him go back to the. Okay, so now it's 2 men down. If any of them it's locked in, if they could get a quick goal, there you go. Good luck. They get to Kelly again, and they see the goal there. So that was number 9. So they need to line up quickly here. Alexander Raymer puts in the goal.
This is when, if the penalties aren't over, this is when they should take a timeout to stop the clock and the penalty time.
That's a good point, because you're going to get the clock stoppage after under 2 minutes.
They released him. They released. It must have been a technical foul because 12's coming out of the box.
Well, right now it wouldn't be a bad idea to stop the clock anyway, just to not have time click off of it. But I guess if you save it for a good possession on a ground ball, that makes sense too.
Yeah, the time is more important for them now. So if they score before 2 minutes is up, I would take a timeout.
That's a good point. Well, the ball comes up in the Canadian stick. Now's a good time to pressure, I would think. Well, they can't do it now. So right now, U.S. still has, I think, 1 timeout, and so does Canada. Canada with the ball and the 3-goal advantage. So we're getting down here to 2:55 to play. I think they need to work on a double team here wherever they can find it. Behind the cage is usually a good spot.
This would be a good time to double because the ball is behind the goal. They can't score back there.
Yeah. Now it's up top. Is it Latimer again? He's going to have to give some pressure, I think.
The Rochester players don't know what to do because they're not pressing out.
Latore, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the long pole, Latore, and any of the other long poles, they need to all look for when you can get 2 poles on a double and stay with it. They're attacking the short pole. It took a shot, but they backed it up. So now Canada still with the ball.
is with Cormier coming.
Yeah, Cormier's getting to his spot. They backed it up again. Now, send 2 guys back there would be a good time to do
See,
it.
the clock, they just don't know the rules of the clock. They did stop it for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
stopped.
At the top for the,
And it's still stopped, so
maybe they're making up for the 2
they're
minutes.
seeing if they can make up for the other time, yeah. And U.S. knocked the ball down there but couldn't get it. Kelly out on the ball.
Yeah, I think the Canadian team's just putting enough offensive pressure in not to get that stall call too, has he right
Yep.
now?
Yeah, yep. And with
and
with
they're been a nice ride by the Canadian team. The U.S. players that can't do it by themselves. That they remember to still pass the ball.
yeah. Now they got to look up right here, and they might have a break. Oh,
Oh,
slide upfield if he can get to it. Nope. He got there. Oh, now they have it, but see if they find the guy. Oh, Kelly keeps it himself. He's
that was Baker.
trail checked.
Baker.
I mean Baker. Yeah, I'm sorry. And we're gonna get a dodge here with a minute left. If he can score this, that was a
nice
good
shot.
goal
That was
by Ian Evans.
That was his best dodge and shot of the game.
Yeah, and I think that's the second goal, if not his third. But they're going to have to line up. No, the clock stops. So they're now down 2 goals. You know, with a minute left, you're down 2 goals. If you can push a fast break face-off right here, that's still enough time.
Well, they have enough time to score 2 goals. The face-off man just has to get 2 face-offs. I personally would have all midfielders in right now.
Yeah.
Because you need to score, doesn't?
Yeah. Yeah. And they have been controlling some of these clamps. So
Yeah.
if he can quickly get it. It looked like that was a little early, but nope. And and U.S. long pole almost had it there.
Yeah.
And they come up with it. Oh, is that an interference call? So it is USA ball with 57 seconds. And if he can go to the goal right away right here, Kelly does have the ball. That's who they want to have it. And it's a one-on-one. Oh, we get it back to number 1 again. Let's see if he can get to his spot. Good feed inside. Oh, he misses with the shot. Barely. It's still 40 seconds. If they can get a goal in the next couple seconds here, they still have enough time for a tying goal. They got to make something happen soon. There's that defender again, number 21. He's done a great job.
Loose ball, hold on to the.
Staying with the U.S.
thread.
That might be delay a game the way he rolled the ball out, but I would have called that.
In NCAA lacrosse, it would have definitely been delayed a game, but
That would have.
not
Yeah.
international.
Gotcha.
They aren't going to call that.
A little more leniency international
a
on
little
that.
more leniency.
So we got a big dodge here. He's inside. Oh, a trail check again. Evans gets the ball in front. Clock is winding down. It's really starting to tick away now. And they lost it on that pass. So it's now going to be Canada ball with 17 seconds. And the time might be a little too much for U.S. to overcome this. So at the end of a good competitive game, they're getting a little testy here, just pushing each other around a little bit, and refs are just going to have to get them under control and let this game run out. So, Canada's still with the ball. Clock ticking down. Looks like Canada's going to take the first game here of this Brogden Cup. It was a little bit drizzly, kind of cold night, but Canada was able to heat up enough to take the first game here of the Brogden Cup, and it's happened before, and all 3 different games can be completely different games from what we've seen in the past. We've seen blowouts and then tie games and then close games to blowouts, so you never know what you're going to get here.
You sure do. Except a little bit of intense competition.
Yeah, a little bit of intense competition. Well, it was a pleasure to sit here and call this game with you guys. I think we're going to see some more of the same, tomorrow and the next day. And the camaraderie of lacrosse here between Canada and the U.S. Should be a very good week for these boys and a special time, celebrate lacrosse.
It should be a good rest of the series. 14-12 is a nice start.
Yeah. Anything, Stan?
Yeah, thanks for inviting me up. I think Hasby, over the last 20, 25 years, the caliber at this age has just got so much better. Bigger, stronger, faster, more depth. It's just really, really high caliber lacrosse.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
Yeah.
Our sport's in a good place right now.
That's a good point. And so tomorrow we'll have the second game starting at 12 noon tomorrow. We will live stream that event again from Jacksonville Stadium with these two teams. So now that you know them, we look forward to seeing you back for another exciting game tomorrow. Tim King and Haswell Franklin signing off.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. The pinnacle